computer. And we're recording. Super. And we're going to screen share. And where did I go? Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay. So here we are on our team call tonight. And so we had stopped here, and I'm really excited, and I want to say thank you to everybody. We have a great recruited class of new coaches starting. And so we have Jenny and Jen and Nicole and Lauren and Lenina and Kristen. And I think it's just fantastic because the greater group that we can have, it's not about a numbers game, but it's about being able to have that community together. So now you have these faces of people that you guys are all going into this together. So you've got me as the coach, you've got the rest of the coaches on the team, but you've got yourselves to identify together as the new coaches of saying, oh my God, A, you're a little overwhelmed. B, what's working for you? What are you surviving with? So it's just easier, and you'll find a lot of really great things about community. So I just wanted to take a minute to welcome all of you for being here tonight. And being here and joining the team. Like I said, Team Busy Fit, every single one of you here, you all have careers, you all have very busy lives. Some have families, some have fur babies, it doesn't matter. Some have horse babies, and we've got so much going on in our lives. And you've said, I'm going to take on one more thing, but this one more thing is value added to my life because I need to work out. I need to be healthy. I want to be healthier for myself, and not only myself, but for my friends and my family around me, especially my family, especially if you have kids. And you're doing this, and now you're leading the example because now you're living the life. Like this is going to be your ultimate accountability. So no matter where you're at in your fitness journey, you're going to be a coach, and you're like, I'm a coach and I'm going to wear it with pride. And I may drink a glass of wine, but I may turn around and eat, an awesome salad tomorrow. And it's about balance, and it's about making it work. So we're going to talk tonight about time management and how to manage your schedule. And like I said before, if anything, these takeaways, besides the fact that take one thing and learn it, and I'm going to show you different places to get personal development, but I want you to take one thing and just learn it. And then I want you, bare bones minimum, you do all of these things I'm about to tell you first, and then you fit everything else in. You do that consistently, you do that every day, you are going to all be successful coaches. I promise you that. And I want to do some shout outs. I love doing shout outs and recognition, and I just love prizes and everything else too. But first, and Lauren's on the call tonight, and she just hit her first weight loss goal with 15 pounds down. So woohoo, congrats to you, Lauren. And then Lenina, also new coach. Hello, first time in 4 years she's fit in that dress. So she was feeling really good about that as well and had shared that with me. And I want to shout that out for both of you. And Lauren, I picked this one because it's a Detroit Tigers hat. And as you guys know, I may identify as Ohio, but I am born and raised in Michigan, and the Detroit Tigers are still my team, along with the Red Wings. So just thought I'd share that with you guys. And when you have these, shout them out. Like, we celebrate these goals because it feels good to be recognized for this. We work hard for this, okay? And I love being able to say this for you guys and to share this. And I'm excited too, recognition-wise, that we've talked about Success Club, and if you've started learning about that, if you don't know what Success Club is, it is the basic. We don't have quotas in Beachbody, and that's a really nice thing. But Success Club is the promotions that we do have. Like that's your target. If you hit Success Club 5, so that as soon as that number hits 5, you have now guaranteed helped 3 people get started on their health and fitness journey. The only other number that they have out there is 10. Like, that's your only other goal, which means that you are helping 5 people get started. It's a pretty manageable number when you think about it. So you can think that you might have to help 50 people in a month, and it's not. It's a very manageable number. So at a minimum, as coaches, your goal is to help 3 people get started every month. Different things count towards earn Success Club points, and we're going to talk about that, especially in the new coach call or the new coach university. But if you don't know, like we've already given you the reference before, I gave it to you all in the welcome email. go into the FAQs. The Coach Online back office, the frequently asked questions there are incredible. There is, if you've got a question on something, it's back there. Almost guaranteed it's back there. If it's something Beachbody related, there is yet to be something I couldn't find. When it's Beachbody related, I should say. So take a look at that. But already on the board, it's not even the 10th of the month yet. And so my goal by the 10th, you guys can see I'm a little bit behind. I typically try to get Success Club 10 knocked out of the way by the 10th. So 10 by the 10th. So that way I can focus the rest of the month on what are our groups that we're running? What are we going to be running the next month? And then you're not waiting until the very end of the month and putting that stress and pressure on yourself. And I'll tell you too, when you look up Success Club, I want you to look and see, because there's rewards that come along with that, including free leads, which means you get free customers sent to you. So you don't have to do all the work of always going out and finding your own customers. Beachbody will give you them. So those people that go on the website or that they call up and say, hey, I want to order something or I want to do something, Beachbody gives you those customers for hitting Success Club, for rank advancing to Emerald. And so the more you do this consistently, you'll get recognized as an all-star, as an all-star legend. And then there's perks that go along with that too every month that you hit it. So you might get free swag, like I got a backpack coming to me, or John Maxwell. If you guys know John C. Maxwell, who is like the guru of personal development, the man is incredible. I get a call with him next month or this month. Anybody can hit Success Club. Everybody should be hitting Success Club. If you want to call yourself coach, that's your goal. Put that target on the wall right now for yourself. So anyway, shout out to Kara because she was actually on the board even before me. So I was so proud of her when that came through. That was awesome. Every month I want to recap like kind of some things that are going on or have been going on, and especially for the new coaches that came in. So they saw the slide a couple weeks ago, but to refresh, UV2, which is just, it's a dance. The guy, his name escapes me. Alejandro is, he did Brazilian butt lift, and it's been ages since he had a program come out. And this one is perfect for very beginner people with limited mobility, people that just want to have fun with their workouts. Like they're not into like, I just want to lift and I want to sweat. I went and did a workout from here and I couldn't help but laugh. He's hilarious. He just makes you smile. Everybody's in there having fun, and it's not faking it either. And it was a good time. Plus it was to Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. So it was good vibrations. And well, if I'm on a goal to have abs, Marky Mark was the ab guy in the 90s or whenever it was that he was popular. So it was just a fun one. And if you want to read more on it, FAQ. The All Access Pack challenge changed this month. Read about that. So there was a difference. So if you get people that approach you or you had talked to people previously, check that FAQ to make sure that you're still giving them the same information and what the access and what the trials are. The new challenge packs. So previously the All Access Challenge Pack only came with Shakeology. It now has the opportunity to have either Shakeology or the Performance line, which is the pre and the post workout stuff. Energize is money. Energize is the pre-workout stuff. If you guys haven't tried that yet, oh my God, yes, it's great because it doesn't give you the creepy jitters either that I've had from a lot of pre-workout stuff that I've taken throughout the years. Shanti Week, we'll talk about that in a minute. The Shift Shop sneak peek, and then Shift Shop is actually launching in July. So we will have a beta group for that, but that gives you all the information on what's coming up. This is posted in the team page. It's pinned up at the top, but just a correction there that Fit for the Fourth is only going to be a 21-day program so that we can end it in time so that we can run the Shift Shop group. Okay?
Chris, are you having trouble with slides again, or am I just crazy?
Anybody else having problems? Is that Brandy?
It is.
Yay, how are you? You did make it on.
There's no slides on mine either. It's just, I don't know, the same screenshot the entire time.
Oh no. Thanks for telling me that. Hold on. We are just having nothing but problems tonight. I am
It's
They
the
should.
same thing you did last week where it just shows us all of your files.
Oh, nobody wants to see that. That's a lot,
You have some great pictures.
right? I don't think I have anything dirty on there. I'm just kidding.
Well, there is that one, but no, just kidding.
Ooh, really? See, technology. It hates me.
Take it away from me? I think so.
While you're all looking at this, if you guys want to see the picture in the upper right-hand corner of the horse with the orange blanket, that would be me and my horse Charlie on Chris's files here. I was like, hey, that horse looks familiar.
Oh, I know what I did wrong. Hold on one second. So everybody keep going. I just learned something new. I am learning my Mac still, as you can obviously see. And I think, nope, I don't need that. Finder, that's what I need. I'm sorry, guys. And I will definitely share the slides that, so you guys didn't get to see your beautiful pictures that I shared with you about being the new people. I don't know what to do.
Hey, Chris, are you starting a new challenge group after the shred for summer, or are you going right? Is it just a Shaun T before the fit for the 4th?
So there'll be the Shaun T free group, the 12th through the 17th, and then the oh, here, this is where I need to be. And then the 19th will be a sneak peek of the Shift Shop. So the new one that's coming out in July, Shift Shop. And the new challenge group, the Fit for the 4th, will start right on the 19th. So like we'll kind of open it up. The Fit for the 4th will be like the Shred for Summer group. So it'll be a full challenge group. Full challenge groups that we do are customers that are drinking Shakeology and doing a performance line, or and doing a program. And some people, if they have a medical condition, then I will let them into the challenge groups if they can't drink Shakeology due to medical reasons, like we're doing right now with the Shred. And hold on, I think I just got this. And so I mentioned that stuff about the Shaun T and the Fit for the 4th, or the Shaun T and the okay. Sorry, I don't mean to drift off here. Yes, okay, this is what it was. Can you guys see the screen now? Yes, all right. Good to know. I use Google Chrome on my Mac, and apparently you need to open it up in Safari in order to be able to screen share it and see everything. Who knew? Okay, so you guys can see. All right, I'm gonna go back to present mode. And it's 9:38, so okay. So again, that was your pictures real quick when I was talking about all of you. Now it makes a little bit more sense. And if you ever don't like the picture that I use, then be very aware of the pictures that you have on Facebook. Think of that. And that was the shout outs to Lauren and Lenina, already on the board. There's your frequently asked questions. You guys all have access to the slides as well in the team page. If you go into the files, you have access not only to all the old calls that were recorded, but to all of the calls or all of the slides that are there too. There's a link to them. So you had asked very quickly about what was going on. Here's our calendar of events. So then you know that the 12th is Shaun T week. That's going to be our free group. I'm going to start running free groups every month now. There's a lot of value. We'll talk about the value in free groups later on. But so Shaun T week, in theory, what's going to happen is Shaun T week, I will open the group up tomorrow. You can add all of your people in here. So anybody that has said, like, money-wise that they just couldn't afford it, they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that, get them into Shaun T week and get them into a sample of what a challenge group is like. Okay. It's free to sign up. I posted earlier today of how to get people to sign up. And then what will happen is we'll flow right into this whole week. We'll be talking about the challenge group and being like, hey, if you guys like this, come join us for the Fit for the Fourth. Like, come join us for the full challenge group where we're focused on, we're going to drop a pant size for the holidays and get down like that. So that will start on the 19th. And as I was saying, that's for our full customers. We do the free ones because we like to add value for everybody. And maybe people just can't afford it right now, or it's not going to fit into their schedule, but they want to try it out. So we do free to add that value. And then we do the full challenge groups where we give the full experience to our customers that are paying. I mean, that makes complete sense, right? We have to have the ROI on it, the return on investment. And so we're going to wrap up that Shaun T free week. We're going to actually wrap it up on the 19th with the Shift Shop sneak peek. All right. And one thing I want to tell you guys right now, because we're going to talk about time management, that's a lot of calls. If you see that on, every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, that's just calls that are available to you guys. If you guys are only going to work the business an hour a day, or if you're only going to work it 2 hours a day, then you are obviously not going to be on every single, hey, thanks for joining us, Nicole. You guys are obviously not going to be on every single call, and it's not going to be expected. That's why they're all recorded, so that you can get it and you can work that in as your part of your personal development, okay? Just a reminder, and for those of you that are new, we do have a contest going on through June 30th, because I love giving away things. I love giving away prizes because I will do just about anything for a prize, and I assume everybody else will too. So it's Donut Worry, Just Invite. It's in the files in our team page, but print off one of those, and every time you invite somebody, doesn't matter if they say yes or no, every time you invite somebody, just mark it off. Fill up one of those sheets. There's 50 sheets on there, or there's 50 donuts on there. Fill up one of those, post it in the group, and you get a $15 gift card. If you are not a Starbucks fan, I just picked Starbucks because donuts and coffee seem to go together. I don't even drink coffee. But if you're not a Starbucks fan, or you don't have one near you or whatever, let me know. We will get you a $15 gift card, period. That's all you got to do. There is no limit. You can fill up as many of these as you want, and I will have a gift card coming to you every single time that you post one in the team page. If you hit Success Club, the donut mug, that donut mug, abs are cool, but have you tried donuts? If you hit Success Club 5 or 10 in May or June, so now that we're into June, if you hit Success Club in June, that mug is yours, and I will send it to you. And I'm pretty sure that workout tee is coming back here at some point. So we had one person that is in the running to win this for this month. So we shall see. That's the contest. We talked about Shaun T week. We talked about that actually in the last team call. So go back and check those slides. I just wanted to remind you guys of it again. And I also posted how to sign up for the free trial and where to find it at. And I posted Melanie's video that she did today. Should have been very informative of how to do it. There was one tweak I want to make to that. She had mentioned about making sure that the customer is signed up with you and having them go in and do it. You can follow those same instructions, and if they have been, if they signed up for something, like say they go in and they're like, oh, I've already signed up for the free trial, just get their order number and email address, and you can do, instead of having them as the customer go into the customer service and switch over to you as a coach, you can go in with that information if they've already ordered and have them switched over to you and request to be switched over to you. So don't panic if somebody comes to you and is like, yeah, I was all excited and I already ordered it, and da, 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 da. And you're like, oh my God, all hope is not lost. You're fine. There is a way to fix it. Okay. So check those out. What I want to get into, and yes. Okay. So it's 9:45 right now. There are a few basic things, and I will tell you that these work because for the first year of my business, this is all I was able to give to it was 1 hour, and that was 30 minutes. You'll hear about the power hour. We talk about the power hour. Live and breathe the power hour. Anybody that says that they are busy is going to love this because they are going to figure out that this spills into every other piece or every other thing that they do in their lives when they need to just focus. And so what you need to do and what you take a look at is when it comes to working the business, you have 4 focused events that you need to do before you do anything else. And like I said, I dedicated 1 hour a day to my business the first year I did this. And that's all I had to give. I could have worked, that 9 o'clock hour. I did 30 minutes on my commute into work. I did 30 minutes after work, and that's about what I had. I was not consistent in doing an hour from 9 to 10 every single night for that first year. I wasn't. I would do it maybe 3 times a week, but so even then I was still able to, I was a slow builder, but I was a builder. So you can benchmark that for what you guys want to be doing. So if you want to be a slow builder, this is what you're going to do consistently. If you want to be a faster builder, this is what you're going to do every single night and fit it in wherever you can. So first things first, what you do to accomplish for yourself every single day. And I'm not going to go over these because I've got them. I go a little bit more in depth here in the next couple of slides, but you've got 2 things that you're always working on. As a coach, you're always self, because you're always a challenger first. And don't ever forget that. You are a challenger that needs to lead by example. You are the ones doing the workouts. You are the ones drinking your Shakeology, and you are inspiring others. You are leading from the front. And we're going to talk about a couple of those, about how we get better at them. And same thing with the power hour. And you're going to see, I've only got 10 minutes here on things. Get your phones out. Get to be real good friends with your timer and set that timer. And then when that timer goes off, you move to the next thing. You don't try to wrap it up and say, oh, I only got 4 invites or 4 of this. You move on because you are on a schedule, and you will learn to get better at it because you will learn to do it faster. So the vital behaviors for yourself. And one, I just went off on that tangent about why we work out, why we drink our Shakeology daily. And most importantly, why we share it. And so when you're sharing it, yes, I'm talking about getting on social media, because how is anybody going to know what you're doing? You know what you're doing every single morning, but your job is to help others start that journey and to be brave enough to say, I want to start that journey. And the only way you are going to do that, besides working out in your front yard and hoping that people are driving by if you live on a busy enough area, is to share it on social media. We are online health and fitness coaches. Now, there's different levels of comfort. We can talk about that in another call about how to market social media within the parameters of your comfort level. But I'm just going to tell you to rip that Band-Aid off, because the minute you start posting on social media, you're going to do a couple things besides inspiring people. Kristen already just had somebody that messaged her, was like, you totally inspired me. And it feels fantastic, doesn't it? Excuse me. But it also keeps you accountable, because I will assure you that people have no problem messaging me if I haven't posted for a day or 2 about a workout. Like maybe, so I learned very quickly to say, hey, it's my rest day, because I don't like getting those messages from everybody. But at the same time, I love that everybody's there to help keep me accountable. So share what you are doing. Share the value that you are doing for yourself. Personal development. Everybody wants to skip over this one because they think it's not value added. I will tell you, when your brain starts to get cloudy, you start to get overwhelmed. The first thing I'm going to ask you is, have you been doing any personal development? And this doesn't mean sit down and read an entire book. It doesn't even mean read a half a book. It means 10 to 15 minutes every day. What are you doing to improve your life? What are you doing? Are you having trouble with time management? Are you having trouble, like, maybe more specific, and you're not comfortable with something on social media that you're doing? Are you having trouble with, maybe numbers or statistics or anything? Are you just not understanding the business? Are you just overwhelmed with it? If you're overwhelmed with it, National Wake Up Calls that Beachbody hosts every Monday morning, catch the recording. There's a podcast for it. Throw that on. And now I'll tell you to do it a minimum of 10 to 15 minutes every day. Figure out where in your day you're going to dedicate to that and write it down. Just like I have you write down your workouts on your calendar in the challenge group, same thing with your personal development. Write it down. Commit to it. So for me, I have 10 to 15 minutes as a commute on the way into work and on the way home. And I will throw in, I will save a video that I will see to listen to later. And that's what I listen to. And that's what I stay focused on. I don't have time throughout the day to sit down and listen to hours and hours on end, right? Break it up into small pieces if you need to. Or you've got your 10 to 15 minutes and you want to listen to more. If you're doing some laundry, if you're cleaning or vacuuming or mowing the lawn or whatever, that's when I'll throw my headphones in and do that too. I don't listen to music. I listen to the personal development because there's always something that we can be learning. And that's just a couple. Audible is my best friend. I would love to say that I sit down and I read these books and everything, but I don't. I caught myself like the stacks of books just piling up. So Audible's my best friend. My Kindle's my best friend. YouTube is incredible. You want to learn anything? Go to YouTube. It will teach you how to do anything. You want to learn how to do something online, digital, tracking system? Find Google Streak. You can find a video on it online. It's anything that you want. Like I said, National Wake Up Call, our team calls, Dream Team calls, which Dream Team, Melanie Mitchell's our coach, top in the company, incredible training. She just brings so much good information. On top of that, she brings in so many outside sources to help develop us as well. And so those are always great. Those are always recorded too. And for any of the new coaches that might be wondering what the heck I'm talking about, you're going to get added into what we call the Dream Team larger page. And it's a huge page. There's a couple thousand people in there. And it's where you guys can ask questions or get the resources from the Dream Team, the umbrella of the Dream Team that Melanie has started, and her coaches now add their coaches, and then we continue to add our team into there. And then I'm going to tell you, for self, be posting on social media and make yourself relevant 3 to 5 times a day. And why 3 to 5 times a day? We can go into a social media training more later on. I'm just going to tell you 3 to 5 times a day to keep yourself in people's feeds so that they keep seeing you. But it's not just being in social media and just posting. We're not just going to post random things. Your consistency in the posting is going to create your following, but the kind of schedule that you do is going to keep it kind of fresh. And so something that helped me a lot when I first started out was this weekly posting schedule, if you guys can all see that. And I couldn't always get 5 posts in a day. I will tell you that right now. But I tried really hard to get that in. And my workout, the only thing I didn't follow on this is that my workout related pick was the same time every morning. I kept that consistent because that's when I worked out. And so that was real. But you look at that. That's not all workouts and, hey, drink my Shakeology and, hey, join my challenge group. I've shared a healthy recipe. I'm adding value to you. I've shared, and then like maybe something like fun that, I got a new outfit or I got my stitch fixed today. Something that you're doing right now. Post something funny, like workouts and wine are always, people just love to laugh or like, yeah, they relate to that. Or that funny meme that was going around for a while of the meal prepping with the pizza and they just throw a slice of pizza in the Tupperware. That's funny. And people can relate to that. And those are called jabs. And they drive the business to you until you give that hook and say, hey, join my challenge group. And people will go, oh yeah, I am all about what she's doing, because they're not going to buy your product. They're not here to buy your product. They're buying into you. So the more you're on social media and sharing that on social media, what is you, what you like, what is funny, the more they're going to follow you and the more they identify with you. And that's what's going to get people to sign up with you. Now, I had told you guys at the beginning what to focus on as coaches each and every single day. This isn't like, maybe I feel like it, maybe I'm going to do it. If you want to be successful, these 4 things are what you do every single day before you get in to do anything else. And I don't care if you have, you're dragging yourself to bed that night and you're like, oh God, I'll follow up with those people in the morning. No, follow up with them right then and there. Be like, hey, you were on my mind. I'm on my way to bed, but I just wanted to say hi. So, and I jumped to number 4, which following up. But you do these things. You make sure these all get done each and every day if you want to say that you're going to be successful, because this is the bread and butter. This is the core of everything that makes you a coach. People get distracted by the shiny. You're going to see it happen a lot with coaches in this team. You're going to see it in coaches in the bigger page. When they come in, they're like, oh, I'm not motivated, or I don't know this, or I don't know that. It's because they were not sticking to this regularly and consistently, and that's why their business is struggling. So with that said, number 1, you have to add new people. And when I say you add new people, you have to bring in, your warm market is going to go away at some point. And if you don't want to go out and start like making cold calls to people, bring them into your social media. And then your warm market is being regenerated and it's never going to die out. So if you're adding 3 to 5 people, at least 3 to 5 people a day, where do you find people? Easy. Friends of friends. Maybe you went out with a group of girls and you and your friend's sister got along really well. You should be friends with them on social media. If you went to an event, you went to your spouse's event and got along with the wife of somebody there really well, get on social media with them, connect with them. You never know who is going to need the support that you have to offer, the services that you have to offer.
Just a little bit though, because like I share pictures of my kids and things, and I don't want the creepy chick who's a husband of a perv to have pictures of my kids and know where my kids go to school.
That's a great point, and we can talk social media. Let me make a note of that, and we will do social media. I'll address social media next week in a separate post and kind of the options that you guys can do, because there are different comfort levels, but there's also different settings levels of what you can share with people. And I'm not saying to go out and end up being friends with creepy people, but there's a way to go about it, and there's a way to meet people, because sometimes you're not looking for the friend request. You meet the person and you don't necessarily look for the opportunity to see them and to connect with them further. And that's where you kind of get hung up. So 3 to 5 daily, and especially if you're just starting out, like for me, it was really easy for a while, because for the longest time, I didn't add people in social media. I just had my family, because we were overseas and we had some like close family friends. And then it just it's grown from there. Like as I slowly meet people, I still have a hard time connecting with people, especially on Facebook. I don't know if it's like I'm scared of rejection or something. I don't always send a friend request out. Instagram has been great for me because it's a follow, and it's so much less, committal. I don't know if that's the word or not. So I'm just starting to get in that. But there are a lot of people that you can do without just blindly going in and being like, I have no mutual friends with these people. I don't know anything about them. That you can continue to expand your market. And I'm not asking you to add 20 people a day. It's 3 to 5. It shouldn't even take you 10 minutes. It should take 5 minutes to go through. And there is a power hour as well that I will share. Lauren Mudd does a great job of showing what she does to go through and how she finds people that she's comfortable with. Because if you want to talk about somebody that is very particular about who she will add on her social media, it is Lauren Mudd, who is another coach on the Dream Team. I've done 2 power hour calls with her where I spoke on it, and she does a great job with that. So she's going to be one for you to check out, Brandy. I'll see if I can actually get her on a call for us here soon. But so add 3 to 5 people, It shouldn't take you 10 minutes, but a lot for 10 minutes. If you finish up in that 3 to 5 minutes, or I'm sorry, in that 10 minutes, move to number 2, and that's starting new conversations or connecting with people. Another 3 to 5 people. You can always do more. You can always up your number, but this is going to be your baseline number to start with until you get consistent. And when I say you're starting new conversations or connecting with people, it might be on their, you are going to write their name down as a potential customer, or somebody that you want to join your challenge group, that you just think they give a good vibe. You want to work with them. They'd be awesome. You're not going to talk Beachbody with them. You get to be like, this is the great thing about coaching, is you get to be a friend. Like, you get to reconnect with people that maybe you haven't talked to in a while. You know, or the people that you always say, oh, I gotta meet up with them later on. This helps you do that again. And it's been so great that I've gotten caught up with so many people on this. And so I will go and I will start the conversation. I'll find something on their social media that I can connect with, because I'm a socially awkward person. I don't necessarily just want to come out and be like, hi, I'm Sunshine and Bubbles. You know, I need to find something that they connect with. Were they posting about wine? Did they post something about their kids? Did they have a product and that way I can start that conversation. And so we talk non-Beachbody related things until, and you create that connection. When those are done, or when your 10 minutes are up. So if your 3 to 5 people haven't been done and your 10-minute timer goes off, move to the next one. So you're moving to number 3 at this point. And now you're going to be inviting people to your challenge group every single day. And this is where people are like, oh my God, I don't want to invite people. It's so awkward. You know what? Easiest thing to do. And I will tell new coaches right now, I don't ever want to see on your page, there's really nothing you can do wrong as a coach if you're sharing from the heart. The one thing I will tell you to not do is if a sale comes out, or we're going to be offering a group or something, and you do up this little graphic, this little visual that says, oh, the all access challenge pack is $160. Come buy me, buy me, buy me. The dollar amount should never be on your post. That dollar amount is something private in a conversation that you have later on, and we will talk about inviting. But your post is about like, come join me, join me. And that is very non-confrontational. So that becomes much easier. So when you understand that art of doing that post, of inviting people to your challenge group, you know what? They either want to come or they don't. The journey's working for you. That's why you're posting every day on social media with your 3 to 5, and your workouts are getting in there every day. They're seeing it. They're like, oh, okay, wait a minute. So she posted this, and this is what they do in the challenge. They'll start to put 2 and 2 together, that the challenge group and your selfies are the same thing. And then all of a sudden you're going to be posting your results. Like Lauren just had her awesome weight loss goal reached, and she's posting her results about that. People are like, I want in on that. That's what I want in on. So you share, and it's all cyclical. And so you put up a post on social media about, hey, join me, you know, or hey, I've got this coming up, or hey, this is why I have loved a challenge group. And we'll get you guys some I'm going to get you guys some, and you can look at other coaches too, but ideas of challenge group invites, posts. You will see that a lot of them start out with a very heartfelt, in the beginning, why I love a challenge group, what it has done for me, how it has helped me, I am learning new things. I love that I can eat. You know, I get to drink my wine. Yes, I'm having wine tonight. Don't ask. It's been a really long week. But I get to have my wine. I get to, you know, I found great substitute where I still get to eat pizza, or I get to eat tacos, or whatever it is. That's what you're sharing. And then people are saying, oh yeah, that's what I'd like to do. Because wouldn't you rather come with somebody that said, hey, this has worked so well for me, and I still get to eat tacos, and it's great, versus, hey, I got a challenge group. You want to come sweat it out with me? Not going to appeal to the most of the people. It might, depending on the market you have, but it will not appeal to most of the people. 10 minutes. And so you make that post, and I don't care. You always have a call to action at the end of that post that says, hey, if you're interested in joining me, like this comment, message me or comment below. Every single person that likes one of those posts is what you say. You follow up with them in a private message, and you say to them, hey, thank you so much for the like. I really appreciate it. It just really helps knowing that I have your support out there. Were you just showing me some love, or is this something that you're interested in? Pretty easy, right? Like, open-ended. It's not confrontational. It gives them a choice, and you'll be surprised how many of them say, well, I was just showing you some love, but I think I'm kind of interested in hearing more about what you want to say or do. And thus the conversation begins, and thus the assessment process, the inviting, the getting to know somebody and what's going to fit for them. And that's pretty awesome. And it will take, you do the 3 to 5 follow-ups that you might have on a like. If you've got more likes on there, you're going to be cranking it out. And you know what? Save what I just said about, like, hey girl, thanks, thanks for the love and support. Save that as a note and copy and paste it into each one of those likes. Nothing wrong with that, because it's genuine. They like the post, you're following up with them. And then the conversation can become organic to what's going on between the two of you. Does that make sense? Or if you know people, some people are like, I'm just going to go invite everybody I know. I want everybody to do this. And then I want you to go out and invite those people in a personal message to them, personalized to them, and tell them why you want them to work out with you, why you want them to join you, why you think they would be great, and be specific and be from the heart. Like, you've always loved doing this. And hey, I remember when we took Zumba class together, and this program that we're going to be starting, it so spoke to me. It was something I really thought you would want to be interested in. People are honored and flattered when they say, oh, you were thinking about me? Thank you so much. And because it was genuine. So inviting becomes not so scary when you break it down to steps like this. But you got to do it. Because if you don't invite people to the party, ain't nobody going to show up. And lastly, in this 40 minutes, so this is your power hour. Here's your power hour, and it's only 40 minutes. In there, you're going to follow up with all of those people that you've already started a conversation with or you've invited. Follow up with them. Hey, what's going on? Pick the conversation back up, or hey, what happened today, or whatever lead in that you have. Like, maybe they talked about going out and they were going to celebrate their husband's birthday. Hey, what did you guys end up doing? How was it? And then the conversation's regenerated. And it's at no point there when it was regenerated is it necessarily being like, hey, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. It's an art that you get better at the more you do it. That's the easy part of it. You had 20 minutes remaining in that time there. What can you do? You could go back and you can cycle into, especially if you're just starting out, I would go back in and cycle for these first 4 that we were doing here and up those numbers. But don't up those numbers until you're fitting it into that 10 minutes. Precise time, it's quick. But as you have that remaining time and as you're starting to grow, you know what? If you've got a challenger in a challenge group, you check in with them. Maybe you do an ad post for your next group where you start looking at that. Go on to Pinterest. If you guys are in Pinterest, this is another one that's really underutilized, but save 3 to 5 pins in Pinterest every day if you can. Just something that you're looking for. Like I started looking for more gluten-free meals. I've got a board for that now. And I just continue to grow. I don't save 35 pins at one time. I'll do 3 to 5, 5 to 10, get some interest generated. People look like, oh, what's she saving? Save. Other people will save. They'll save it. Yay, great. I get another follow on Pinterest. Go back the next day. And I'll do this. I do Pinterest maybe 3 to 5 times a week. I don't have time to do that every day. Check your back office. Who are your customers? Have they signed up? Is there anything new there? Has a rank changed? Check. Know your numbers. You can read the rest of these. These are things that you all can start filling in when you have that extra time left, that extra 20 minutes in your power hour for the day. And see, number 10, invite more. You can never invite too much. Doesn't happen. And this is the other thing that I want to share with you. And this is the last slide I want to share with you guys that was very hard for me because I am a first to volunteer, first to raise my hand. Yep, let's get it done. Let's do this. And I want to say yes to everything. And I've had to learn to say no. And if you guys have seen, if you guys are in that same boat with me, big saving grace for me was Chalene Johnson, who is another Beachbody trainer. She is also this fantastic author, motivational speaker. She's a New York Times bestseller. And she's got a book, and it's also on email and podcast too, but it's called Push. It's a 30-day group. It's a 30-day program that you go through and you identify your priorities. And it's fantastic because she actually has the program broken down so that you can do it. You can sign up for the email, and they email you the tasks every day. And the tasks take 5 minutes, and it helps you identify your priorities. And there's no right or wrong answer. You know, is your priority your family, coaching, maybe your day job, your religion, you know, and you rank like 10 different topics, and you're going to focus on those top ones. Like, where are those priorities at? And so if coaching isn't in your top 5 priorities, you need to take a look and say, how serious am I about coaching? And you don't even need to do the push group to write down what your priorities are, but figure that out. You know, is the church very important to you? Is the PTO, the parent teacher organization, is that very important to you? Is being a little league coach very important to you? If you say yes to that, then you fit that into your life. If you're saying no, or this isn't value added, or maybe going to, you know, book club is not bringing you the joy you once thought it would, but it is taking up time in your day, it's also taking away from your business as well. And so if you are saying that Beachbody, being a Beachbody coach, and you are all in and you want to build a business on this and you want to generate a significant income, and the book club is no longer bringing you joy, but it is taking away time when you could be working the business, guess what needs to come out of your life? It's only you that can make that decision. It's a tough decision sometimes, but that decision needs to be made. So look at your current activities. This would be your homework that I would ask you guys to take away. Look at your current activities. What is related to your goals? What's related to your priorities? And what is not? And I'll give you guys an example in just a minute. And then I also want you to identify how much time it is taking out of your day, out of the week, out of your month. And where can you make adjustments and compromises? So here's the thing. I really wanted to be involved with my kids in the activities that they're doing. Do I have time, or did I want to, or did I even have the interest in being the PTO president, or being on the board, or being a room mom? I work during the day, so I can't be a room mom. I automatically can't be a room mom. But there were plenty of moms that or parents that had their schedules available that they could do that. But you know what nobody wanted to do? Nobody wanted to be the box top coordinator. You know what? 4 times a year, I have to collect boxes. I count them up into bags of 50, and I send them back. Nobody wanted to do it. I got to step in. I still got to be involved and still get to be I got to go to the classroom, take that stuff, you know, talk with the teacher, have that time, get to see what Brandon's working on. And I still got to be involved. Same thing with Brandon's in soccer, and they needed an assistant coach. The assistant coach, I know nothing about soccer other than to kick the ball. I love watching it. It's fantastic, but really to like coach it and to train people, it's not softball. Like if it was softball and I had kids playing, I would be in, and it probably would be a priority I would make. But being an assistant coach for soccer was not for me. You know what I got to do this year? I volunteered to say, yes, I will collect all the money from the parents that want to do the coach gift. And I went out and got the coach gift, and we got that done and settled. And, you know, we got him and his daughter, who's the assistant coach, this really nice, thoughtful gift. And we got to do that. A short amount of time, but still allowed me to be present. Does that make sense to you guys? So be looking at that and just learning where you can say no, or where you can cut, because we take on so much in our lives, especially as moms, especially as working moms. There is so much that we have going on in our lives that we need to shift, and we need to shift so that we are taking that time and making ourselves a priority. We make ourselves a priority in our workouts. you know, and for me, I'm making my Beachbody coaching business a priority more and more, because the more I realize, like I'm in a benefits class this week, and if you work for the government, I would be scared if you were talking about your retirement and priorities and thinking that you're going to be all taken care of when you're done, because what we don't know is shocking. And so I need to do more about taking care of and securing my future. And it's not just my future into retirement. I want to do that for my kids now and like have a better schedule for my kids. And you guys heard my why on the new coach call the other night. There's a lot that's changed priority wise, career wise, and everything for me in the last few years. And I just want more for my family. And I can do that with Beachbody. Beachbody offers that opportunity for me. And that means you guys as a team. We do this as a team. It's not just me. It's my goal, my vision. You guys all get to have your goals and your visions for what this business means to you. But that's the great thing about coaching, is that I can only get there with you and your hard work as well. So again, thanks for the commitment on that. So let me get out of the full screen here. Oh, this is why I don't like to use Safari. There we go. Okay, so is everybody still awake? Did I ramble too long? Are we good? Do you guys have any questions? No? Anything you guys want to talk about? Did any of it make sense, or did I just ramble? Did it make sense? Did it help clarify like what we need to be doing, why we need to be doing it? I'm a big why person. You can't just tell me to do something. I need to be told why I need to do it so I can wrap my brain around it. I'm not going to call anybody else out on the call, but I happen to know one or two of you on this call already, and I know that you need the same thing. So you will get lots of whys from me. I'm not calling anybody out. So with that said, I'm sorry that we ran over with the technical difficulties tonight. Keep the questions coming. Message me when you have them. Like I said, if you've messaged me with something and I post it in the team page, it's because there's more than one of you that are messaging me the same, and you're having the same question, which means there's even more of you that have that same question that just aren't asking me. So I am making sure that we're sharing those more in the team page. And as you guys get braver, or more comfortable, I shouldn't say brave, because I think all of you are pretty brave. As you guys get more comfortable, be posting. Make that team page. It's team. It's our page, not just me. Okay? So with that said, I will make sure all of you guys are added to the Dream Team Coach page if you're any new coaches. And then I will also make sure that you're added to the Shaun T free group. Just start adding your people in there. You'll have the ability, you'll all be admins, so you can be added in there. Okay? Have a good night. Jen, have a safe trip to Wyoming. Brandy, good luck with the pageant. Your pageant girls. Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thanks.